Welcome all back to Daz TV. As you can see in the ticker below, it's the starting 11 for today. Liverpool back in the bright lights of London to take on Crystal Palace. A huge game. This is the game that, you know, if Liverpool have any chance in winning the league title this season, today is a must-win game. Obviously, with City have to draw them yesterday. If Liverpool can win their 2 games in hand, the deficit is reduced to 6 points. But 6 points is still a lot, no doubt about it. City are massive favourites, and I, probably like every other fan, expect City now to go on and win it. But there is a bit of optimism, there is a bit of hope. We walk on with hope in our heart, and today obviously it's a big 3 points in store, what we need to beat Crystal Palace to have any chance of that. As I said, we're back in the bright lights against Palace. We've beaten Palace in the last 9 games that we played them. Man like Shawnee, big shout out, bro. Big win today. Shawnee needed. As I said, we've beaten Palace. The last time we played Palace, we won 3-0. It was back, I think, at the start of the season. I think it was September. I don't think it was as far as October. And we beat them. Just trying to think there. Sorry, it looks like Fab on the Oxford. Yeah, sorry. The last time we played Crystal Palace, I think it was in September. We beat them 3-0. The goal scorers that day was Keita, Mane, and Salah. So the 3 lads that we don't have available today played in that game and scored. They were the 3 goal scorers, won 3-0. But Palace are sitting comfortably in 13th spot. You know, Vieira's done a good job there. I know he's lost more games than what he's won, but he's brought a bit of stability now, a bit of life into Crystal Palace, and they're sitting comfortably in 13th. They're a side that's not going to be sucked into a relegation scrap this season, that they're obviously not going to go down this season, and it's all going well there for Vieira at the moment, you know. Similarities opposed to how Gerrard's going. He's only in at Villa and he's doing great. Obviously he's more riches at his disposal, hasn't he, at Villa, than what Vieira has at Palace. But so far so good from Vieira. Look, huge game today. All the pressure's on Liverpool. We're after getting a big win in London on Thursday night. We come now again today. It's a different competition, different game. I want to see us come out with that urgency, that intensity, that energy. I want to see us, you know, show why we're not going to give up in this title race, and let's get 3 points today. I thought we, you know, defensively, man for man, were really good on Thursday night, and I want the same today, where we are going to be defensively strong, you know, attacking spirit and defend as a team. And look, I've no reason today why we can't beat Palace. Obviously, look, we're missing a host of players, aren't we? We've no Elliott. We've no Thiago, we've no Keita, no Mane, no Salah, but I still think we can beat Palace. You know, Palace made one change from the draw that they got at Brighton last Friday night, where Matea comes in for Eze, and Liverpool obviously make one change as well. There's only one change each made from the last game, where Oxlade-Chamberlain comes into this game for Minamino. Ox up front with Bobby, with Jota. You know, I'm happy enough with that lineup. And Curtis Jones, who revives his place in midfield. I think that's brilliant. I think Jonesy was really good. I think very creative. You know, with a bit of spark to him, and I think a very mature and professional performance all round on Thursday night against Arsenal. Look, it is what it is. We find ourselves in second place. Unfortunately, we are where we are. You know, we're still a good bit behind City. I know a couple of people might have got carried away about yesterday's result with City dropping points at Southampton, but at least they come back. They got something out of the game. You know, so that's 2 draws this season so far against Southampton they've had. And look, we need to win today. That's the most important thing. We just need to concentrate ourselves, go out, do what we can do, and look. Let's try and you know, get a win here today. Sorry, I think I said Ox in for Minamino, but it's Ox in today because Minamino didn't start on Thursday. Ox is in for young Kate Gordon, who, you know, look, done great, didn't he, Thursday night, to come in and get a start. Look, we'll see how it goes today. I'm confident enough. I'm going to go for us to win 3-2. I do think Palace will get goals. They are exciting enough at home. You know, they're a bit of a mad side where it's just all intense, gung-ho football at times when I've seen them this season. But at 3-2, I just woke up this morning and had that prediction that, you know, it was going to be a high-scoring game here today. You know, sometimes I'd say 1-0, 2-0, Liverpool 2-1. But a high-scoring game, a bit of entertaining for the first early kick-off on a Sunday. For a Super Sunday game with Chelsea and Spurs. My goal scorers today, I'll go for Ox to get one. And Jota will get one, and Bobby. That's who I'm going to go for. The 3 lads playing up front. A goal each from them. And then Palace, look, I mean, Gallagher's in great form, isn't he? He's doing well. So we'll go for Conor Gallagher maybe. And maybe that I know the midfielder Schlupp can pop in with goals, but I'll go with Gallagher to get the 2. You know, I like him. I think he's a good player. But we'll see what happens. You know, it's Ali. You can see in the banter there, in the banner, Virg, Robbo, Matip, Fab, Hendo, Jones, Ox, Bobby, and Jota up front. It's probably, to be honest with you, the strongest team that we can go with today for who we have available. You know, Trent, who I thought was awesome midweek, he was unbelievable on Thursday night at the Emirates. Jota, obviously, as well, gets his 2 goals. He was electric. Similarities to Fowler I see in his play, with just a goal poacher, a real cutthroat. And he's going to get his 20-odd goals a season. Not going to put too much pressure on the bag another 2 today, but he's the man on fire for us, isn't he? He seems to just pop up and get goals when we need him most. And now it's just unbelievable for us to see someone come in and be able to break that away, where we had the Salah, Firmino and Mane for so long. The lads looked a little bit tired and there was no competition for them at times. And they were the best 3 in world football for a few years, weren't they? No doubt about it. So it's great to see Jota now finally come in and provide something different, and, you know, just ask questions, keep the lads on their feet. And for me, he's a regular. You know, I think our top 3 up front, when all the lads are fit, I would go with. It's obviously different for every game. You know what I mean? You look for different in the 3 lads up front. For me, I go with Salah, I go with Bobby and Jota as our 3 best lads up front. I just put Jota in there ahead of Mane, because Mane, you know, all of last season I didn't think he was good. He came out and admitted himself. This season he's been bagging a few goals, been a handful at times, but I think he's been very inconsistent, where I think Jota has been that bit better, a bit more reliable and consistent. So I think up front, on our day with everybody available, I'm at the moment and speaking, I'm going to go for Salah, Firmino and Jota. Marshall, AU, big shout out, bro. Big up Das TV. Can't wait for kickoff. We must win this game. Absolutely, Marshall. And that's what I was saying when I come on this just a couple of minutes ago, that you know, look, at if we're going to win the league this season, I have any chance of winning it, today is the day that we win. You know, we can do nothing today other than win to have any chance. We seen City last night have a little small slight wobble. You know, that's 2 games against Southampton this season, 2 games where they dropped points. So if we've any chance, we got to capitalise and win today. Look, I'm not sitting here and saying we're going to win the title this season and, you know, we're going to win all our games in hand, because we still, you know, you have to win your games in hand as well. There's no guarantee. I know we've Leeds at home, but there's no guarantee that we can, you know, beat them at home. I think the best time to play them was when we were supposed to, on the 26th of December, because we were flying them. You know, Leeds were awful. They'd only been spanked against City 7-0, and it was the time to play them. And the fact that that game now obviously is postponed, Leeds will only be better then and be more up for it. So I think it will be a difficult game, like every game this season, you know. But we got to do our job today. We got to come out and, you know, show that authority and let's boss this and get a win today. And if we do win today, look, we leave ourselves for every chance. But I'm not going to get too carried away with it, Marshall. I do feel that City, you know, consistently with the squad, the players they have, you know, it'd be very hard to see them let this one slip. But let's wait and see what happens. But regardless, I think we'll go on and have a good season, or even a great season. This would be, you know, an unbelievable season if we were to come back and win the title. Marshall throws back, and there's 6 points difference is achievable. Yeah, it is achievable. Yeah, absolutely. We have to go there to play them, and if we were to play them, if the deficit was to go down to 6 points, if we won our games in hand, we go there and play them and beat them. That's 3 points. But it's all ifs, buts, maybes at the moment. Look, we got to win today, got to win our game in hand as well against Leeds, and got to obviously hope that City can drop points between now and the end of the season. They're not a team that drop many points in general, you know, so we're going to have to look at us winning almost nearly every league game and them having to lose 3 games. I don't know whether how possible it is. I know it can happen, but look, we've Champions League, we've the FA Cup, we've obviously a Carabao Cup final now, thank God, after getting a big win, the Bright Lights of London. But back today now to the Bright Lights, another fixture, another big game in London. Look, Palace will be up for this, you know, that they'll be up for it. There's no doubt about it. All the pressure, I think, is on Liverpool. As I said, Palace are sitting comfortably in 13th. They're not going to be sucked into a relegation scrap. They're going to stay up comfortably this season. Vieira's doing well there. Today, you know, they'll ask questions of us, and we just got to employ what we know we can do best. And I think today, let's get goals. As I said, I'm going for 3-2 prediction. No reason for that. Just woke up today, thought Liverpool win 3-2. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping it's one of those games where it's a lot easier for us, where it's a 1-0, it's 2-0, sorry, we're winning 1-0, get a second early, and we're 2-0 up or 3 up, I just want those boring games. I don't want games where it's all entertaining and it's, it's heavy metal football. I just want to see yours, at least for the time being, just get easy wins and not make hard work of it. And I think if that can happen, me, like every other Liverpool fan, will be happy, because I think we need a bit of that now. There's been a lot of it's been a bit tense of late, particularly going to Arsenal, John. I felt a little bit of nerves, I come on and done a little preview when the lineup came out, and I predicted we win 2-1, but I was a little bit nervous because, they got it 0-0 at their place. But then, if you don't trust in this Liverpool team and this squad and the process of what's going on at Liverpool, then you haven't learned anything. And, I certainly do trust Jurgen Klopp, these group of players, this club. I think sometimes when you doubt them, they just come back and throw it back in your faces to say, no, you should never doubt us. Together we're stronger. And, I just think Liverpool have proven that time and time again. I think last season, we'd all rolled us off to get the top 4. Time and time again, that they proved it right at the end, went on and won all the last 5 league games. And that Alisson moment at the Hawthorns away at West Brom, where he comes up and gets a header. Unbelievable moments, and there was plenty of them last season. And when I felt, 5th or 6th we'll get at best, we end up getting 3rd. And, Liverpool in the past, particularly under Jurgen Klopp, in the last couple of years, have proved me wrong so much. So I'm delighted they have, of course. But look, if you haven't learned that, and you haven't. If you can't trust in this Liverpool team, Klopp, the process of what he does, then, we haven't learned anything. So I trust in it. I think today we get 3 points. I'm going for Liverpool 3, Palace 2. Let me know in the comments what you think the score will be. It's a tough one to call. It is a tough one. I think Palace, they haven't played in, is it 9 days now? The last game was Friday week against Brighton. It was away at Brighton. They got a good result there. Brighton are a very good side. But I think when I used to look at it years ago, I used to think Liverpool having rest between games is great. But now I look at it and we've good fluidity, we've good consistency. And Jurgen Klopp said it before, where there was the rhythm. You know what I mean? He doesn't like that rhythm being affected. So that's why I think us playing consistently. So playing Thursday, Sunday, these type of games, it suits us now because we're in that rhythm, particularly when we're winning. I think it's like a habit, you know what I mean? Marshall Ayoub throws in 2-1, Liverpool, Firmino scores. That's who I said. I think Ox, Firmino, the 3 lads playing in front, and Jota scored today. Jota is on fire. And Firmino scored a hat-trick, didn't he, at Palace there 2 seasons ago when, it was 2 seasons ago, but last year, only in December, when we won 7-0 there. That was an unbelievable day, that was. But when we went and won there 7-0, we weren't really the same team after the rest of the season, that was our last big win and a game where it was just stress-free, and it was no stress but all success that day, But Marshall, thanks for throwing the comments, buddy. A man like Shawnee. Look, there's a watch along as well that I know Aled and Klopp Talk TV is doing. Go over and subscribe to his channel and watch it. I'll definitely tune in for the game. I'm gonna watch it now. It's on Sky Sports main event, so I can't wait for it. I'm going for Liverpool to win 3-2. As I said, let me know in the comments what you think of it and what the score would be. Palace are rested. They're looking forward to this game. They're revitalised. They're concentrated. They're going to put everything into this. We got to come out today and be stronger in every department. We got to have that intensity, that want, that aggression, that hunger, and that urgency. If we do that today, I think we score goals today, and I think we take 3 points away from Selhurst Park today and beat Palace 10 games out of 10 in the Premier League, because we've already won 9 out of 9 coming into this one today. I hope you all have enjoyed the rest of the weekend. The international break is obviously after today. I'll be on with George Septon, who's the voice of Anfield, who's been doing that now for just over 50 years. I think it was 50 years gone back on August the 14th. His first game, actually, Liverpool won 3-1 against Forest. When he done it, it was in the 70s, so it shows you how long that is. I'll have George on just talking about the season so far and what's ahead for Liverpool, and just talking, discussing about where we're at the moment, and obviously the Carabao Cup final. That is scheduled for Tuesday so far. If there is any change, I will let you all know, but that's going to be a good conversation, a good chat. Myself and George, it'll probably be max an hour that'll go on for. But enjoy today's game. Come on, Liverpool, let's get the 3 points. Let's leave the bright lights of London again with another big win, and we'll be all singing the Diogo Jota song again, which, you know, is an unbelievable song. For any of us that haven't heard of it yet, there's obviously a load of YouTube videos circulating around. A lot of the Anfield Rap had up videos, the Redmen TV have had up videos of it. Go over and have a look at it. But that's it for today. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. As I said, I'll be back on Tuesday evening, a chat with George Sefton, which should be good. And then I'll be doing some small bits of content throughout the week before our next game, which after the international break is a weekend game, the FA Cup 4th round at Anfield against Cardiff City, and then a midweek game at home to Leicester City. Big up to us all. Thanks to everybody for liking, subscribing and sharing. And remember to leave in a comment and let me know your score predictions. Take care. Enjoy the game, folks.